Signature Series Part 4, Expert Instagram Questions with an Instagram User. Hey, welcome back to Brow Tab. I'm Alex, your host, and this channel is for entrepreneurs who are ready to take their business, their life, and their income to the next level. Today, we are continuing on with our Signature Series, Expert Instagram Questions with an Instagram User. This is Part 4, and it's a Signature Series, so if you haven't watched any of the previous episodes, please go watch them here. You don't have to watch them in order, but I want you to watch them all because I'm sharing some amazing Instagram insights with you. How this stemmed from creating this Signature Series. I'm going to give you a quick rundown. I give you the full story in Part 1. But basically, I had scheduled an interview with a social media expert guru specialist, canceled twice in kind of a shitty way. And so I was like, fuck it, I want to still share this information. I want to get this out to you. I put time prepping this in, so I decided to interview myself. I have been using Instagram for over 8 years for multiple businesses, and I have information to share. So this is our last part. I got 3 more questions today, so let's get into it. And one is a 2-parter, of course. What is your favorite part of business? What is your favorite part of social media? My favorite part of social media, and I've shared this before in this series, is stories. I freaking love stories. I love how they can share connections. They can take you behind the scenes. They're just so much more raw, so much more unedited, and that is what I love. But what I love about social media and what I've gained from social media, Instagram particularly in my business, is the connections that I've made across all of North America. So I have made like actual real friendships with people that I've never met before, that I've only talked to on Instagram, and it's actually quite wild. And some of them I'm so excited I'm actually gonna get to meet up with this summer when we drive down to Mexico. So that's gonna be amazing to be able to like actually connect with the people that I have met through Instagram. So that definitely is my favorite part of what Instagram can bring, not only to your business, but to your life. Thinking of social media as more of a connection or a connector of people, it kind of takes that like hardness, that struggle away from it. The fact that it's like, I have to create this piece of content. If we look at it not as work and we look at it as a way to connect with others, it makes it so much more fun. It makes it so much easier to show up and to create content, and as a way to showcase what you have to offer, whatever that is, totally for free. How fucking amazing is that we can show up like this on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok for 100% free and reach so many people. This is not something that was possible in the past. It was just not possible for businesses to reach this many people for free. Of course, paid advertising and all that, but for free. So think of it that way. Think of it how lucky you are, how to live in this time, to have a business in this time. You could get on here, get on a video, post it, and it could be shared to hundreds, thousands, millions of people for free. Okay, what is my favorite part of business? So connection, yes, and helping people, yes, helping them reach the goal, helping them reach what they have been wanting, desiring, trying to achieve 100%. But also I am a little bit of a nerd and I love the numbers. I love accounting. I love the analytics. I love seeing the growth in my business, whether that's bank account growth, whether that's sales growth, whether that's analytic growths from your Instagram insights, from follower count to views to engagement, all of that. I am obsessed with it, and that is my little nerdy side that comes up. And my other favorite part is payment notifications. It's gotta be one of the best parts. Yes, connection, amazing. Yes, checking analytics, amazing. I feel like Steve Martin in the SNL Christmas special. But getting a payment notification, that ching come through, that's the only reason I leave my ringer on. Number 2, what do you still struggle with in business? How do you handle it? Do you outsource it? One thing that I struggle with is the thing that I am obsessed with. So I am obsessed with the analytics, the numbers, checking in on that. But the problem on the other end of that is that I'm obsessed with it and it's hard for me to not constantly check. And I think we all kind of struggle with that. We post a reel and we want to see how many views we've got, how many likes we've got. We're going in and checking, and like that's like that saying, like the watch pot never boils. It's kind of the same thing with your analytics, with your growth. You gotta let it go. And that's something that I've really been working on. And the second thing that I struggle with is the back end of YouTube. And I love creating these videos. I love coming up with the ideas. I love writing down my notes. I love recording them, sitting here talking to you. I love that. When it comes to making a title, making a caption, hashtags, keywords, while I don't mind actually doing that, I feel like I've already put so much energy into creating the actual video part of it that when it comes to that part, I'm just like, I am so done. And what I have been doing to try and help myself with that, to try and handle it or outsource it, is I have been using AI, I've been using ChatGPT. And it's been really great in the sense of I can kind of give a description of what the video is about, and it'll give me a title, it'll give me a few titles, it'll give me a caption, it will give me hashtags, it'll give me keywords. Of course, I need to go through this and make sure that it is all aligned with what I actually want it to be. Finally, our last question for today, our last question of this series: what is your most underrated social media Instagram hack, tip, trick? It is more simple than it probably should be, but to create content that you would enjoy consuming, right? If you create a piece of content and you're like, I don't like this, I wouldn't stop to read it, I wouldn't stop to watch this, I'm not interested in this, why would anyone else be? Just straight up stop creating boring content. Don't create what you think you should create. Don't always be creating based on what you think should be done. Create what you want to create, because the energy of you actually wanting to create it, the energy of you actually wanting to share is going to come across in that reel, video, post, and the people watching it are going to feel that. So if you're not in that and being like, oh, I love this piece of content, I can't fucking wait to share it, they're going to feel that on the other end, and they're not going to want to consume it, they're not going to watch it, and it's just not going to perform well. So create content that is not boring, create content that you would want to consume, create content that you enjoy or are excited about creating. Last little piece of advice would be to show up like you already have the 10K followers, the 100K followers, the 1,000 followers, the successful business. Show up like you already have that. When I see cool accounts show up on my Explore page or just show up in my feed that I'm not following yet, and I love what they're posting, sometimes I go to their page and I'm actually shocked at how, not few, but how many followers they have in comparison to what I would have thought in my head based on the content that they are sharing. And that is an amazing thing, because they are already showing up in a way that makes me think that they're so successful already. So nobody knows until they go to your page. When I'm on my feed and it's an amazing piece of content, I have no idea how many followers they have. It's not until I've already gone to their page to hit follow that I find that out. It doesn't matter how many followers you have right now. Show up like the goal of what you want to have, because that is going to also come across in your content. That confidence of being like, yeah, I already have 1,000 followers. Yeah, I already have 10K followers comes across. So act that way now. That wraps up our signature series, Expert Instagram Questions with an Instagram User. I have struggled saying that this entire series. If you haven't watched the previous videos, please go watch them. I've shared so much valuable Instagram tips, tricks, hacks, insights for you to put into play in your business. This is what I have learned over 8 years of using, learning, trying things on Instagram for the last 8 years in my business. Please hit a like and subscribe so you never miss a video. I put out new videos twice a week. I will see you then.